Yay! Well, looks like we're live. Awesome. Right. Let's get this sorted so I can share it to people. Oh, there's 2 people watching.
With MailChimp's
Lovely.
marketing smarts, you get a whole lot of creative smarts, recommendation smarts.
I'll just be a
Customer journey
little bit
smarts.
quiet for the first minute or so while I get this shared out to everyone. It's chill Minecraft and manga discussion times. You know it's extreme when you've got a few Z's in. Oh, can you remember that? That was such a good time. Good times when you used to be able to put the Z's and stuff like that. So, right. I was going to just continue on doing my normal Minecraft stream, but since obviously a new one has dropped, a new update has dropped, I thought we'd start a new level or new world. It probably doesn't really make much difference since I haven't really done anything on the old world, apart from build a few things, but hey, we'll have a look and see what's around. Oh, we've got a desert straight away. Good evening, everybody. How is it going? I hope things are going well for you guys. It has been an absolutely scorcher of a week, so if I start dehydrating or just like dying or something, I might like just kind of pause the stream for a little bit. Right, so I can see we've got a village down there. It looks like there's another village down there. Can't really see much beyond that. That might be a little swamp area. And I like to have a look around the desert a little bit, so that looks like, oh, that looks so cool. So this is the Caves and Cliffs update, so, oh, that looks like a desert temple or a desert town just beyond there, so we've got a few towns here, so we can make that into something nice. I like starting off near a town. I'm not going to lie, I started another map, actually I started another 2 maps, before I started this one, and I kept getting zombie towns, so it's, that's not incredibly fun at all. So yeah, that's just kind of how things are going. I'm just going to move the screen a little bit. I've got this windowed, so it's kind of like, yeah, what's that? Oh, wool. I'll take the wool. Sorry, cows. I've also kind of like, I ran out of time before the stream started, so now kind of still have Kiara's stream on, which I was watching before. What version do I play on Minecraft? This is version 1.17, or I believe it is. It's not Java, it's Bedrock Edition, just because I play with people who have the Switch, so I like to be able to play with them. I considered getting Java, because I know that is supposed to be like the best one, but apparently they're just kind of phasing Java out in general now, so I'd probably kind of not bother with that. Let's have a look. What's this? Is this an axolotl? Is this smiley down here? No. Oh, that's dolphins. Oh, at least we've got a nice little sea area. Oop. I better come out and breathe. This is really nice. How do I deal with anime and manga burnouts? I just kind of stop reading it or stop watching it. Anime in general, I'm really burnt out with. I just can't. It's not that I can't. I just really can't be bothered to. Oh, mushroom. I just really can't be bothered with watching seasonal anime anymore. It's just not. It's not that I dislike seasonal anime. It's just kind of like I just can't commit myself to watching stuff every week. In general, I just find the best thing to do is just watch something else. One of the things I find like a lot of people tend to do is once they kind of get into anime and manga, is they kind of just they kind of snub everything else. So my advice is, if you're burnt out with anime and manga, is just read or consume anything else. Like, I mean, that's how I got into Hololive, because I wanted to have something else different. And then obviously I ended up watching a lot of Hololive stuff, and that's kind of my go-to thing if I want to put something chill on a night. It's actually replaced anime now. I've got tons of stuff to like watch that I bought looms. Have they made looms worth? Ah, is that new? Oh, hello, shepherd. Is that new? Is the shepherd thing new? I don't remember that at all. Drown one for emerald. Well, that'd be good once I've got a sheep farm. Maybe. I still don't think that's a very good deal. I've got a farmer. Iron golem. Oh, blacksmith. Come on, give us something nice. Give us something nice, Mr. Blacksmith. You've got some nice... Oh, is he a stone cutter? I can never remember what's what. I haven't getting wood yet. It seems silly getting wood when it's just kind of like... There's stuff everywhere. Gotta be careful because if this gets dark, these will all be killed off, won't they? Have I been in here? Is that the place I just came out of? Bought the Saga of Tanya the Evil Blue. Yes, that is such a good series. I'm actually working on. Like I mentioned the other day. Asked if people were interested in like a top 50 anime or top 50 light novel list. And yeah, it's just kind of like I've started like finding like loads of stuff. So I realised that like a top 50 light novel list is kind of like out of all of the stuff, it's getting dark now, isn't it? Oh. This is my house now. So yeah, the top 50 light novels. When you've only kind of read about 50 light novels, is kind of like a weird thing. I'm just kind of trying to go through it. Get out. This is my bed. My bed now. So yeah, just make sure there's no zombies come out. So yeah, top 50 light novels where you've kind of already read about 60 or 60 or 65 light novels. It's not an amazing thing to kind of be doing. So yeah, I'm going to try and read a few things more. I finished Pandora's Heart. I am now broken. Konosuba is probably number one of me. It might be Overlord. I'm reading Overlord 13 at the moment. Is that the glow squid? Oh, look at this. Look at it glowing. Look at it. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Yeah, it's probably, it might be Overlord or Konosuba. I haven't really decided. There's a lot of dark oak. Right, so we know this is here. I'm sure there was a few more villages, wasn't there, when we kind of looked before. So let's have a look at what we've got. We've got a few of the different tree types, so I'm not too worried about trees. Actually, equipment we'll plant a tree. We'll plant a tree. We'll be green. We'll plant a tree. Yeah, I think Overlord or Konosuba is probably going to hit the number one. It usually just kind of depends on what mood I'm in at the time. If I want a comedy stuff, Konosuba is going to be number one. If I want something more serious, Overlord's going to be number one. It's like, this is the thing. It's like I kind of find when I do like top 10 or top 50 lists and stuff like that, I'd say everybody already knows my favorite one. So it's kind of like, it's not like, I wouldn't say it's not interesting, but it's kind of not a surprise that I would expect it to be. Oh, coal looks different now. I'm assuming that's coal. Cautious Hero Volume 6. Oh, it's already up to Volume 6. I read the first two volumes, which is basically the equivalent of what do we call it? What was it? First two volumes, the equivalent of the anime, pretty much, and I really liked it. I like the twist at the end of Volume 2, which I don't think actually covered in the anime, which is a shame because it means that they're probably not going to do more. Is that a dog? It's Korone. That's a Fubuki. Oh, Fubuki is a fox. Oh, there's a few. Hello, doggo. It's a friend. try to read some manhwa online when you have time. I've got too much stuff to read. Maybe when I do the eventual manhwa video that I'll probably do, I'll try and read a few more, but like I said, at the moment I'm not really kind of wanting to delve into that rabbit hole at this point, just because it's just more things I kind of have to keep track of, and I can't even keep up with me manga collection, light novel collection. I've been trying to read one a week, but even that's kind of like went out the window. It's really not going well at all, unfortunately. Whoop, that was close. I could have sworn I saw another town from where I started. Read Tokyo Revenge. I've read Tokyo Revengers. I've read Volume 1. That's it. I haven't read any more. I've got Volume 2. I've had Volume 2 for a while. I just haven't read any more of it. Yeah, that is Kiara in the background. I was watching Kiara before I started the stream, and I kind of realised the stream was about to start, and I was just like, oh, I'll switch her off, and I just haven't had a chance. It's also why I'm playing Minecraft, is because originally I was going to start an RPG. I've been fancying playing an RPG on the stream, because that's like something, if it's turn-based, you can kind of just chill with that. Or maybe like Legend of Zelda or Super Metroid or something, you know, I've played like so many times. But yeah, I was just like, I'll stick Minecraft on. I don't know where this little town is. I'm sure I saw a town when I first started. Probably should have nicked a bed. Let's kill a tree. It's alright, I planted a tree earlier on, so I can kill as many trees as I want. How do I feel about Kaichu graduating? You know what it is? It's not the fact that Kaichu's graduating. It's the fact that we kind of all know the reason why she's graduating, and it's kind of like I think it's kind of have a bad effect on things more than anything else, because we know why she's graduating. We know that those people have already moved on to Ina and Watame and I think Fubuki. So to me, the fact that they now can kind of like, now people know that they can kind of harass people to the point that they'll leave. It's kind of worrying that they're now going to be in that position to be able to do so. I'm kind of, maybe that's just me being a little bit too kind of like down about it, but I don't know. It's like that was one of the first things I kind of thought of. I know Hachime's had a lot of issues with them as well in the past, but I think it was kind of like, it was Coco and Hachime originally what kind of like caused everything to happen, and they both kind of went on hiatus for a bit. But then Hachime came back and kind of just did her own thing, and that was it. They kind of stopped with her, but like Coco, they just kind of continued, which is a shame. But yeah, I know Ina's had a lot of issues with them to the point that she doesn't even show her chat anymore. And I think it all depends on who it is who's streaming, because obviously a lot of ones will be different in the way they'll handle it. I think that Coco is one of the more stronger ones, whereas it's like, yeah, it's I think in general I think it's bad. It's not amazing. I really hope that they do get to do a few more collabs with different people. I'm pretty sure Kiara's going to do a holo talk with Coco. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. So I think Kiara will do holo talk. Ame's doing meme review. And I think it's just a kind of a... I hope that Gura and Ina can do one. I think what they'll probably do is they'll probably just have like a lot of HoloLive English, just kind of all do it at once. People have been speculating whether or not meme review will continue. I kind of think it will. I know Kanata, I think was mentioned on with Coco that she wanted to kind of do it, and Coco said, "Oh well, I'll help you," because I believe they lived together. And she said, "Oh, I'll help you," and stuff like that. So that would be nice if they could. I don't where am I? Where am I even going here? I'm trying to find that village that I was at before. The thing is, the problem is with meme reviews that you kind of need to have somebody who can speak English and Japanese. So really that limits you to Kiara, who's already got Holotalk, Kali, who's got what do you call it? Well, like her own music, and I kind of think like a weekly or like review segment's not kind of her thing, especially with memes. That kind of leaves like Hachima, and it's like I can just the thing is with Hachima, bless her, is like whenever she doesn't understand anything, she just comes out with babble. She just babbles on, and it's just like she just kind of repeats words, and it's kind of like it's funny, but it's also kind of like I don't know if she would work as a host for that. I mean, I think she's kind of like this is a different one. What on earth's happened here? It's blew up. I think it's kind of one of those weird things where it's like I kind of would want meme review just to kind of die off for a little bit, and see if someone can kind of do it justice. But I don't know. So I've just been babbling on about Hololive for the last 10 minutes. So what's happening? Kubera is a webtoon and Chinese manhwa. Like I said, I'll get to manhwa eventually. I can barely even read my own manga without going. This is the village I was at before, wasn't it? Have you seen Welcome to the Demon School, Iruma-kun? No. That's an anime. That's an anime that kind of like everybody thought was going to get a release of it, like in the West, but I don't think it has. I genuinely, which I'm quite surprised with. I'm just trying to find a house. Right, this is my house for now. What a common and or funny manga. I need some after Pandora's Hearts. Yotsuba. Laid Back Camp. What was it I read? I read something really comfy as of late. Sweetness and Lightning's a good one. That's comfy. Izakaya Nobu as well. If you want kind of like something that's got food and it's like kind of like people relaxing after a hard day's work, that's a good one. It's kind of hard for me to like think of stuff. I've got it here. I've literally just finished reading. Can't grab it. It's too far away. I literally just finished reading volume 8 of Dragon Maid's Kanna's Daily Life, and if you've already seen if you've already read Yotsuba, then I would recommend checking that one out, because it's kind of like more like Dragon Maid-y Yotsuba, so that's definitely worth checking out. Wait, why are they harassing Ina for? To be honest, they're kind of just going after any of them now. It feels like that was always the case. Coco got it a lot worse than others, but like I said, after Ina kind of started getting it quite bad recently. Turn this into here. So yeah, Ina's started getting it quite bad recently, and I think it's just they're just kind of going over to see who's going to kind of react the most, and then take it from there. I don't think they're kind of going after anybody in particular, but like a few people have mentioned Ina's been definitely been targeted, and Watame was another one. I can't remember who the other one was. There was another one who was people were saying was getting targeted, but I can't remember off the top of my head. No English release of Demon School. Yeah, I thought that was the one. I remember people saying that they wanted it to be released, but it kind of just like never happened. But I think there's a lot of volumes for it to be released now, so I think that's probably putting them off a little bit. Yeah, this is going to end up badly, isn't it? I read Yotsuba. Have you seen the Demon Slayer movie? Yeah, I saw Demon Slayer 2.5 weeks ago. And yeah, it was a movie that I watched. I'm not the biggest Demon Slayer movie fan in general. Demon Slayer, I don't really dislike it. It's just one of those ones where it's kind of like it's just fine. It doesn't really do much for me. I just, you know what it is? I'm kind of like I didn't want to use this word because it's like it kind of like I get proven wrong every time. But it's like I kind of feel like sometimes I'm starting to grow out of Shonen Jump manga. I don't know what it is. It's just like there's so many. I'm just kind of like, if it's a Shonen Jump manga and it's literally just either a Demon Slayer or just like a battle manga, and there's nothing really else to it, I'm kind of not interested anymore. But at the end of the day, I'm also kind of at the same thing as that. I'm absolutely loving like Black Clover at the moment, and obviously One Piece and stuff like that. So it's kind of like, yeah, I don't know. It's like there's a lot of new ones where they kind of started, and I'm really enjoying what's it called, Sakamoto Days, but Marshall couldn't get into it. It's like Marshall is just like, I read the first 30 or so chapters and I was just kind of like, yeah, it's One Punch Harry Potter. And then it was just doing battles and battles and battles and battles and battles, and it kind of never really became anything else apart from just battles, and that kind of made me really bored with it. It's like, I don't know, I don't know, I just didn't get into it. The same with Yosakura Family. It's like that was another one where I really enjoyed it when I first started. And I got to a certain point in it, and then I just kind of was like reading it. I was like, I'm not loving this. I'd say it's not bad, and I'll probably get back into it, and I'll probably really enjoy it. But I don't know. I was just reading it, watching it, reading it, yeah. And I was just kind of like, yeah, this is like, it's okay, but I'm kind of like, I can't be bothered with this on a weekly basis. Kaiju number 8 was another one. I absolutely loved the first few volumes when they put that up. And then they kind of went to school, and I was just like, I stopped caring. Jujutsu Kaisen, now I'm going to be honest with it. I've tried to get into it like many times, and I just can't get into it. I read the first, like recently I read the first 10 chapters, and my plan was to read like 10 chapters a day or something, just to kind of catch up, or try and at least read a volume a day. But I read the first 10 chapters, and I was kind of like, I went to do something else the next year. And then I came back and I was just like, oh, I can't really be bothered just to even read this. Oh, there's a desert village. But yeah, it's just one of those things. It's just kind of like, it's like I kind of wonder if I'm kind of getting too old for Shonen Jump. But I think it's just kind of like, I've got that much choice and stuff to read now. But like, Shonen Jump is fine for what it is. Oh, that looks cool. But it's kind of like, I feel like if you get too much of it, it's kind of just starts becoming this is my new bed. It starts becoming a little bit kind of too samey. Why have I wasted them? But that's just me. At the end of the day, I'm not really kind of like, I'm also kind of the same with signing. If it's a violent signing, and that's where it's the start and end of it, I'm probably not going to have a great time with it. Watch, there's going to be other stuff here. So let's have a look. Have you seen Demon Slayer? Yes, we've already talked that one. Well, better read web novel from manhwa because it's much better than the manhwa. Well, I read Solo Level and it wasn't very good. Solo Level, and I was really disappointed with how that one was. I mean, it's not terrible, but I was just kind of like, considering how much hype it got, I was expecting Solo Level to be amazing, and I read it and I was just kind of like, this is just, oh, we got a book. I was like, this is just kind of like another, it was just a kind of general kind of isekai plot, really. Overpowered protagonists fighting monsters. Yes, I've read this many times before, which was a shame. So yeah, what is your thoughts on the 4Kids dub of One Piece? Really? Does anybody have different thoughts about the 4Kids? The 4Kids. This is cool, doesn't it? You know, I don't think I've ever built anything actually in a desert. Everyone's going to die though. This is only a little tiddly small thing, and there's a giant hole, so everyone's going to get killed in there. But yeah, it's yeah, it's not good. I literally only followed Jujutsu Kaisen and we'll jump back on Chainsaw Man Part 2. Yeah, I'll be straight on Chainsaw Man Part 2. It's one of the funny things that makes us laugh, because it's like a lot of people always recommend Chainsaw Man to me, but I was there from the start. Like literally as soon as it came out, I was like, I mean, I don't even feel like this has been a hipster, but it's like I was into like Chainsaw Man literally as soon, like from the first chapter, and I loved it from the first chapter. I'm not. I mean, you guys have probably already seen the top 50 manga, and it's kind of, I feel like it was justified where I put it. I don't. It's a weird one, because even when it was running, I'd say it wasn't my favorite series, but it was always consistently good. And I feel like if there's a series that's like consistently good, that's better than something that might be good for like 20 chapters, then like really mediocre for the rest. Not really thinking of any series in particular for that. My Hero Academia. But yeah, that's just how I kind of roll with it. It's like, this is why I love Dr. Stone, and this is probably why I like Dr. Stone more than a lot of other people do, because like to me it is like I mean, it's kind of, it obviously follows a lot of the traditional Shonen Jump stuff that everything kind of follows, but I like how it's kind of like a science thing on top of it. It's kind of like, it's not really a battle manga, but it's a battle science manga, and I don't know. I just feel it's quite cool in the way it's everything's done with it. Who watched Redo of the Hero from this chat? Well, I didn't. I steered well away from that one, and this is someone who's well into their ecchi series. Redo of the Hero, the problem is, again, it's like it comes back. I've not been watching seasonal anime. I'm going to try and make an effort to watch Dragon Maid. But in general, seasonal anime is just kind of one of those things where I'm just kind of like, it's fine, but I'm kind of feeling I'm enjoying binging stuff a lot more than actually watching stuff. Where have I left the house? Oh crap! I've just was it this one up here? I'll just explore that cave. But yeah, seasonal anime in general, I'm just kind of just like, I'd rather wait until it's finished, and then by the time it's finished, like, everybody who's talking about stuff has moved on to the next thing, so I don't know what to watch. Or, if I'm reading it already, I'm just kind of like, well, I'm already invested in the manga, I'll just read the manga. Redo of the Hero is not ecchi. Isn't it a guy who tries to like revenge rape somebody? Or am I thinking of something else? Ever seen Gate? Yeah, years ago. Again, Gate was a weird one. It's like, it's one where originally I really wanted the light novel to get released, but like as times went on, it's just kind of one where I was just kind of like, It's not like it's a weird one, because it's like I enjoyed watching it a few years ago, but then I kind of like, I never really went back to it. I don't even remember finishing it off, to be honest. Yeah, that's so cool. Hang on, is this copper? I found copper. Cool. But yeah, Gate was good from what I remember, but I don't remember much of it, to be honest. So it's certainly something that lives as a memory in my head. Oh, that looks cool. I don't know if I need something specific to dig out. copper or not. I really don't know. But yeah, redo of the healer. It's kind of like the problem is it's like I find there's too many series where there's like these edgy people who kind of like get into the series and they kind of just want it to be kind of edgy and upset people. But redo of the hero, they basically said it was never going. The light novel's never going to come out over here, so I'm kind of like, I don't really care about it enough. Like I say, I really wanted the light novels of Gear. I don't think it's going to happen now. It's like the kind of, I think that this stone. Oh, cool. I think that ship's kind of sealed a while ago, which is a shame, but yeah. There's so many series now where it's kind of like, I feel like for light novels they've kind of got to try and get onto it early, unless it's something absolutely huge like Data Live or High School DxD. It's like I can't see them going back, which is a shame because there is a few series. I mean, Shimane, that's another one where that I would happily pay good money for that series. It's never going to happen, which is a shame because obviously the anime was, I want to say 2015, maybe even been 2014, and it's just like it's far too old for like people to even remember it. I mean, at the end of the day, like anime now, people forget anime by the time like the next season's over. And it's kind of one of the reasons why I've kind of like moved away from doing stuff. So it's like, it's just kind of like, yeah, I kind of want to just enjoy series for the sake for when I want to, which is kind of why I've started getting into like doing videos of like food manga, where it's like I've ended up reading a lot of series that I wouldn't, like. Whereas Restaurant to Another World and Izakaya Nobu, I probably would have never went back to them. I probably never would have picked up Oishinbo if it wasn't for that video, and I'm kind of glad that I did, because it's like those are all fantastic series. Oh, there's a sunken ship. Luffy, no! What's this? That's weird. Is this like a new thing? Is this a... That looks so weird. What was I talking about? Oh, there's another one there. Is this... That must be part of the new caves, I suppose. Have you read Happy Sugar Life? No. Have you... How about Welcome to the NHK? No. Somebody was selling that really cheap. I know Zach from Uchu Shelf got a few things from them. By the time I managed to ask them if they were selling NHK, some other people had managed to get them, and I think they sold for quite a bit more than what they were originally listed for. I think when they got back around to me, I think they'd already sold them, I'm sure, at that point. But yeah, I mean, that person was selling like so many series for stupid cheap. Love in Hell, no, I believe that's one that people have recommended. I checked out a few times. I just haven't really had the chance. Oh, I can build a gold one. I probably should be doing something in this game. I don't really know what I'm doing. This is the problem with Minecraft. I kind of feel like when you first start to play it, I don't really know what I'm doing. Actually, I'm going to go to the spawn, because I'm sure I saw another village, so I might as well go and grab all of the stuff from the villages while I can. Actually, this might be the other village. I don't know. I remember reading that from light novel to anime for Gate, they made one of the characters to half a foot shorter than she is supposed to be. It's weird because it's like, it's kind of difficult when it comes to a lot of anime adaptations, because it's like you're kind of just running off what the kind of like information they actually give you. So it's like, I think it's like stuff like heights and stuff like that. I think it's very hard to kind of do unless you kind of have all of that information in front of you. I'd say there's a lot of things like we get like for One Piece, Nico Robin, obviously her colour scheme is like completely different. Oh yeah, there is. So I will go to this one. So yeah, her colour scheme is was originally like a lot different to what it was in the manga. To the point that a lot of people still think that she's got blue eyes and like blue highlights in her hair, and it's like, nope, she never has. Or she wears purple all the time when she doesn't. It always makes us laugh when you kind of like see that, and it's just kind of like the kind of anime jumped the gun and like give her a colour scheme, and then Oda came back and was just like, well, actually no, this is what she's going to be like instead. I always found that quite funny. But I should probably make my way back to the desert. So right, should I build in the desert or should I build in the thing? I need to build a house at some point, rather than just steal somebody else's house. I was going to talk about loads of manga. I can't remember what I was going to talk about. I've been reading Overlord, read Dragon Maid, Nobu, read a little bit Monster Musume. Do you notice differences between light novels and manga and anime? Oh god, yes. In general, like, it's like I don't see the point in having the manga adaptation of a light novel that also has an anime. It's like they always get like, I mean, there's a few ones that kind of don't follow this, but I always find that it goes light novel, and then they go, well, we'll do a manga adaptation of the light novel, and then it always gets like the kind of like a pretty, I don't know, it's like, the art always looks like kind of generic. I don't know what it is. It's like you've seen them. It's like you've seen it. I'm not gonna lie. It's mostly in 7 Seas titles, and you pick it up and you kind of just like, oh, the art's like the cover looks really nice, but then the art inside just looks kind of okay, and it's not bad, but it doesn't kind of like, it doesn't have any like standout panels. It's just kind of just like, it just kind of looks like they're kind of just doing like whatever with it. And that's always the case of manga adaptations. It's like Konosuba has got like a fantastic anime, and like even when I was looking at top 10 anime, because top 50 anime, I was trying to like list ones that kind of like I didn't go over again in like my top favorite, like for example my top favorite manga and top favorite light novels, unless they were like absolutely exceptional and added onto the series. So for example, because One Piece was in the top 50 manga, as much as I love the anime, I probably wouldn't bother with it. But it's kind of like, I don't know, it's just like Konosuba has a fantastic anime, it has a fantastic light novel that's really far ahead, but then the manga is just kind of like, it's plain, the joke, it doesn't like have the over the top reactions, and it doesn't have like all of the stupid ridiculous stuff, and it's just like, it's just weird. Do you notice it's just like some of the changes can be censorship, like gonorrhea and cells of Code Black? I haven't watched the Code Black anime, but the gonorrhea was in the manga. It was a tentacle monster, if I remember rightly. And I can kind of see why they would change that to an extent, but I would still expect it to be a tentacle monster. I don't really see the purpose of not having it as a tentacle monster. But yeah, it's just but like I said, I've not watched the anime first. That was another one. Again, I really wanted to watch it, and then I kind of feel like in my eyes, they dropped the ball because I refused to pay for a Funimation subscription, because if I pay for a Funimation subscription, then I could be paying Sony twice. I know they haven't bought Crunchyroll at the moment, but I don't want to have that feeling of paying Sony twice for anything for the same service. So Cells at Work and Cells at Work Code Black both went on Funimation, and then about halfway through the series, they kind of like they just put on Crunchyroll. I was like, oh, brilliant! And then it was just kind of like after that, I was just like, yeah, I can't be bothered to watch it. It's a tentacle monster, but it doesn't resemble genitalia yet. The thing is, though, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like that would have keeping that in would have either changed the entire rating or possibly made it so they couldn't air it on the TV. So at the end of the day, it's either compromise and change it, or cut it completely, which people would have cried about anyway, or had it as like, or risk it not being picked up by the TV thing, because at the end of the day, you've still kind of got to you've got to follow their rules. You know what I mean? It's like what flies in the manga may not fly on TV. I don't know what time slot Cells at Work Code Black was in, but I considered it was a signing. I imagine it was late at night, but even then, they don't normally just put on full-blown genitalia, like, you know what I mean? It's like, at the end of the day, stuff like that I can completely understand, and it's like, I'm not gonna go cry about that. If they removed the gonorrhea arc in general, I probably would have been a bit more annoyed of them taking it away from being a tentacle monster, because at the end of the day, the reason why tentacles exist is to get around the genitalia thing. That is literally why tentacles were used. So it's kind of like fair enough, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's at the end of the day, people can figure so people want to cry censorship when things don't go like exactly as they want it, and sometimes I'm just kind of a case of just like, we'll just read the manga. In the end of the day, it's like, I can't imagine Cells at Work Code Black was an absolutely fantastic masterpiece of a series where they kind of like had to keep like that you need to watch the anime. I mean, a lot of people said they liked it, but I don't think I even saw many people even talking about it. Same Cells at Work 2. I don't even know what Cells at Work season 2 covered, because I know there's volume 6, but I still don't. I think that covers the COVID arc, which I don't think they've even covered in the anime. So I don't even know what they did in Cells at Work anime. Season 2 of it anyway. Remember censorship in Dragon Ball Z, Guldo's death was more graphic in the manga. Well, Dragon Ball Z was censored quite a bit, to be fair. Like, there's not much they could have done about that, because it's like, what flies for kids in Japan doesn't fly for kids in the West. It's one of those weird things as well, though, because it's like, Japan's very much more kind of like relaxed about like nudity and stuff like that, whereas it's like America's just like hates nudity, thinks it's offensive, but like they're obsessed with like ultra violence, and it's like really you could probably see somebody get decapitated or like shot or like probably like really badly killed. That would be absolutely fine, or for a TV show. But if they see a little bit of nipple, that will never fly. That always makes us laugh. It's just kind of like one of those weird things. It's just like I don't know, it always makes us laugh. Do you know in the One Piece manga, Luffy? Yeah, it's because Oda doesn't want like he's because at the end of the day, Luffy just does as he thinks, which kind of is what makes Luffy such a great character. Is like he is pretty unpredictable. Having thought bubbles just wouldn't work in terms of that, because it's like I don't think the series would have been as, or I don't think Luffy would have been as popular. It's kind of like It's one of those weird things. It's even then, if you think about it, it's like it's just weird. But then again, it's like you get other series like Overlord and Tanya the Evil, where they kind of like they did the same thing. It's like the taker took out a lot of like the inner monologues of like the character of like Ainz and Tanya from like the light novel. Then kind of like, who are you? Oh, I don't have coal. And then they kind of like, that was it. So they kind of took all of them out and it just didn't work quite as well. But yeah, it's just one of those things, I suppose. What time one? 8:15. Like I said, I didn't have any plans for this. I just wanted to do another chill manga and Minecraft stream. I'm going to try and do these. Can't do one in 2 weeks' time because I'm not going to be here. I'm going to try and do these like as. I'm going to try and do them weekly if I can't get a video out. One character who could defeat Luffy is Batman because he's Batman. Well, that's not true because One Piece is nearly taken over with Batman's sales, isn't it? So I think Luffy is kind of like kicking Batman's ass at the moment. Hachima could defeat Luffy. Have you read Classroom of the... I have read Classroom of the Elite. This is another one, much like Chainsaw Man. Classroom of the Elite is one that everybody recommends to me. And I did read the first few volumes. First 2 volumes. And it's like... yeah, it's fine. I mean, it wasn't a series I absolutely loved, but it was good for what it was. It's kind of one of those ones. It's like I want to go back to it, but I just kind of like at this point in time, I'm just kind of like I'm not really fussed at the moment. But yeah, I want to start reading the light novel, but then I saw the books were censored or something like that, and now I don't. Well, they've already sorted that out, so if you want to buy it, you can go out and buy it. They've already announced that the re-releasing, or they already have re-released Classroom of the Elite. I got it digitally, so I automatically just updated anyway. So, yeah. What is your favourite One Piece filler character? Ooh, I don't know. I like yeah, what is it? Shiki is canon, but Strong World isn't. I think Tessero's still filler. I really liked him. I liked a lot of his group as well. I liked the girl who was like super lucky, and then she kind of like used all of her look up on Usopp, I think it was, and then you kind of like got knocked, and that was brilliant. I'd say there's a lot of the movie characters I can't remember who's kind of like canon and who's filler now. It's because there's a lot of ones where they kind of like Shiki is canon because he was in Chapter 0, but Strong World itself is filler because it's like, well, obviously it just didn't happen in the actual series. But yeah, it's been a while since I've watched Chopper Man. It's just Chopper Man count as a filler character. If he does, I'll definitely Chopper Man. Like I say, I can't remember any filler characters off the top of my head except for Apiece, the Dragon Girl. Who else is there? I don't know. I can't remember. I keep thinking Foxy, but Foxy was never filler. But he just is in a lot of filler arcs. I mean, to be honest, there's a lot of characters I would consider to be. You could remove them from the series, and probably not much difference would happen. But I wouldn't consider them filler. Where was that little cave where I had the copper in? The old Japanese style. Yeah, those were filler. Lily Enstermatch. I can't remember who Lily Enstermatch was. Is she the one who was in the Heart of Gold one? That was actually a really good filler. The Heart of Gold, I think it was called. I enjoyed that one. So I can't. In general, I can't remember much filler. It's like a lot of filler kind of got blanked out, or a lot of fillers just kind of between the crew. I like the filler arc. Is that another town over there? Looks like it is, isn't it? Cool. We'll go there. Like I said, I haven't got any plans for this. I just kind of thought we'd start a new one. If people would want me to play a JRPG instead of this, I probably will. I just kind of like playing Minecraft because I think it's just very easy to kind of like come out of it, and you don't have like to worry about getting murdered. The iron looks different now. Have you got to do stuff with iron now? No, you've always had to do stuff with iron. Do you play the One Piece games? I think I own every single One Piece game that they've released. Like I mean actual One Piece game. Apart from like some of the old like PS1 ones that were Japanese only. So yeah, I play a lot of One Piece games. I don't play them that often. I was quite disappointed with the Pirate Warriors 4. I was really excited for it, and then I kind of just finished the main campaign and just didn't really do much more after that. Hi. But yeah, it's one of those games. It's like you can always have a good time with a One Piece game, but it's just not what I kind of like play a lot of. Yeah, Pirate Warriors 4 is good. I really like the ending to Wano that they did. They kind of just did like an anime only, a game only version of it. So that's something to look forward to. But in general, I don't know. There's something about it. I played loads of Pirate Warriors 3, but my biggest problem with this is a big cave. My biggest problem with Pirate Warriors 4 was that it kind of like... It's like, to unlock characters, you got nearly all of the characters through just playing the main game, which is fine. But then there's characters outside of that to unlock. But all of the characters outside of that were like Smoker, Blackbeard, Marco. All characters that you kind of like... You can get... They were all in Pirate Warriors 3, so it's kind of like... I was like, well, what was the point in even spending time to unlock them? What's this? Is this another portal? Oh, mint. Oh no, this is what I think it is, isn't it? So, mint that, boo that, because that's a zombie village. There's lots of iron. I like iron nuggets. They're just like chicken nuggets, only harder to eat. Gold nuggets, gold pants, flint and steel, obsidian, golden apple, and a fire charge. Cool, some nice things here. That's nowhere near built. Have you heard of Sazie-san? I've heard of it. I don't know what it is, but I have heard of it. I've heard of it, even I should say. Hold on, I've got plenty of time. Oh my god, I'm finding so many cool things. So that over there is pillager hideout. So we've got a zombie village here, pillager hideout there. We'll go over and see what it is. I haven't got any swords or anything, so we'll just get killed if we go over, but it's probably easier to do that than find my way back to the spawn. Probably should have made a compass. Can I build a compass? No. I'll go a little bit closer because I don't want to get too far away. I don't know if there's another village in between it as well. I'm trying to decide what this is here right in front of us. It is. Really? Wow, we've found what, 5 villages so far? I don't consider One Piece to be that long. It's weird, I actually genuinely do not consider it to be that long of a series. And people see it's long because there's 1,000 chapters, but you can easily read it in like a few weeks. If you wanted to. I don't want to fill up too much. Come on, let's be a blacksmith or something in here. This is like the most dangerous thing ever. There's like a pillager outpost in the middle of the village. Wow. Never seen that happen before. It's only a small village, isn't it? It's not like a town. 3,000 episodes. Oh, I know which one you mean. There's loads of them. Of course, I read it 1 month, currently reading it for the 3rd time. Mint. I started rereading it when I went to Japan, when we were on like the Shinkansen and stuff like that. We would get a few volumes done. Since then, I haven't read anything more. It's one of those things I kind of like. What I do want to kind of go through, and talk a lot of because it's like it's one of those weird things because I don't, considering One Piece is my favorite series, I don't feel like I talk about One Piece that much in terms of actual video content, which is quite surprising for me. But yeah, it's got plenty of time. I'm just trying to decide which way to go back because I think, go this way. I think this might take us back to the There's no spin-off manga available in English for One Piece yet. I think we might get One Piece Party. I don't really understand this because they'll sit and plop out every single My Hero Academia like spin-off, but it's like we'll not see anything else, and it surprises us because it's like Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer, One Piece, and even Naruto, all been doing pretty fine for Viz for a while now, and then they're just kind of like, yeah, we're not going to release them, like their spin-offs. And it's just like, why not? People will buy them unless they've been burnt really hard on the My Hero Academia spin-offs. It's that might just be my opinion, but I never see many people actually buying the My Hero Academia spin-offs, which is a shame because I kid you not, My Hero Academia Vigilantes is actually genuinely better than My Hero Academia itself. If you want My Hero Academia, but it's actually treated for a little bit more, like it feels like a little bit more grown up, and it's like the whole vigilante system and how everything's kind of broken. Definitely check that out. I'd really recommend it. So that's the what we call it we got, wasn't it? Couldn't believe that was just over there. After all that time, it was all over there. So what's your favourite series? My favourite series is One Piece. I mean, I've just spoiled you on the top 50 manga video, which I could have just made you watch, but yeah. Fairy Tail spin-offs gets released in English. I own the My Hero Academia spin-offs. Yeah, it's Fairy Tail. Kodansha is weird because it's like they'll get a series and they'll just absolutely milk it as much as they can. I mean, if you look, they've released like all of the Fairy Tail spin-offs. They released all of the Attack on Titan spin-offs. Released all the Seven Deadly Sins spin-offs. Releasing all the Cells at Work spin-offs. So it's like anything that's like semi-popular for Kodansha, like it's all the Slime Isekai spin-offs. It actually makes us laugh because like Kodansha never bothered to actually release the Slime Isekai light novel, and like they did the manga instead, and then it was just kind of like, it always kind of, I always find that quite amusing that they're just like, I mean, I know they don't do light novels, but it's like they must be kicking themselves having like Vertical now and then just not releasing anything other than Monogatari light novels, which I know the Monogatari light novels will be doing well for them. It just kind of makes us laugh that they've got like all of these ones like Slime Isekai and stuff like that, which they just can't release. Maybe they could. It's probably cost too much to kick the Empress out of it. That reminds us of new Slime Isekai light novel. I'm kind of considering doing videos on Overlord and Slime Isekai, like separate things. Whether or not I will, because I kind of say that every time a volume comes out, I want to do a video on them. 1 out of the 4 of the 5, not really. Oh god, I thought they did all of them. To be honest, 7 Deadly Sins was another one where kind of like, it's a goat! It's one of the new things! What can I do with you? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, potato. To be honest, I'm not... 7 Deadly Sins, I've read like 30 volumes. Like, rapidly. Absolutely loved it. And then I kind of just like got to a point and I was just like, I don't really want to read any more of this at all. And then I kind of just never did. Let's go to there. That big tower over there. We'll go there and then we'll head back, and then I'll need to think of something that I need to build. I mean, I know I can build a house, but it's just kind of like, I don't know where I want to build a house. Plus I wanted to get some, I was hoping I might have stumbled upon a jungle or something. I can't remember how to put the coordinates on either. I think I just put in there. I'll leave it for now. No, 7 Deadly Sins was the one where I kind of got to a certain point and I was just like, I'm not enjoying this anymore, and I just stopped reading it. I think like that was the case with a lot of people with 7 Deadly Sins. They just kind of got into it at some, and then they just kind of stopped and was just like, I'm not enjoying this. I mean, the Dragon Ball, what's it called? Epoch Cross, I think it was called. Oh yeah, I saw that. I read that. Like, that's like, that must be coming up to 20-year-old now. That's, or was it maybe 15-year-old? It's. I think it was before Frankie even joined. That came out, didn't it? It's really old now. That I can't remember. Robin's in it. I can't remember Frankie being in it. It's been a long time since I read it. I don't think you can get it anymore, can you? I think it's in one of the data books, but it's one of those things. It's like I say, I'm not like Dragon Ball. I'm fine with it. I think it gets a lot of nostalgia praise, I feel, which is fair enough because obviously it was pretty much everybody's first anime. But it's just, yeah, I mean, I'm not huge on the series. It's not bad. I just kind of wish they just finished it and just let it die rather than just keep bringing it back every other year. There's mushrooms growing on the side of this thing. Oh, you got to bed. See ya. I think you're in Norway. Bye bye. Okay, to tell you too. It's only half yet. I've had a busy week. What's this? Is that Kiev? This is a cool area. What would happen if March and Boo appeared in One Piece? Probably would get killed. kind of like Luffy. It's one of those things. It's kind of like, what would happen if Majin Buu appeared in One Piece? Well, he'd probably just get beaten by Luffy. That's all what would happen because he's a bad guy, isn't he? So he'd probably be best friends with Luffy. Or maybe yeah, I don't know. This is cool. I like this. If there was a village nearby, I would have. Now where's spawn? That looks like spawn over there. Oh, there's a village here. Another village. One of the many villages that were found. Hopefully this is not a zombie one. If it's not, I might stay here for a while. This one looks pretty fine. I can't see any smashed walls or anything. If it's Kid Buu, well that's just boring though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like arguments where it's like, what would happen? Well, you just destroy the world. Well, that's not. This is the problem with Dragon Ball, is that the villains just aren't interesting. What's this guy gonna do? Well, he's gonna destroy the world. Why? Well, he's a bad guy. I'd say I kind of would be more interested in the series stories if a villain did come and like won, killed Goku again, and he'd come back again. It's kind of like death doesn't even have any impact in Dragon Ball Z land anymore. That's the problem with it. It's like there's no stakes because it's like they've just. Didn't the world get destroyed? Did Frieza not destroy? Oh, somebody destroyed it. It was not Boo himself. Destroyed the world and then they kind of just wished it back. And I was just like, okay. Ooh, paper. Got a map. I think next time I might play some Zelda or something. Right, let's find my way back to spawn, and I think we might call it there because we're getting to an hour and a half, aren't we? Oh, skeleton. Oh, it's a guy for trident. It's Gura. If you as a Scarlet had a final argument as the two characters. I think I remember seeing that. Was it on YouTube or something? I remember seeing something like that where they kind of like they talk to each other or something. It was quite good. I can't remember which way is back. I can't remember which way is spawn. Oh no, it's getting dark as well. I remember seeing one where as a Scarlet was getting like trying to marry Iron Man or something like that. That was weird. I think that's one of the things I don't like about Funimation. I don't mind the dubs on a whole, but I feel like they need more variety in their voice actors, because it's like you do see them, like, especially when it comes to like a series with like a lot of female characters in, and it's like it's always the same ones. It's like it was just like the voice of Coronet is Monica Rial, and it was just like no. No. I actually hope that Funimation don't get the Hololive anime, because the reason being is that if they don't get if Funimation don't get Hololive, then we've got a chance of Anime Unlimited getting a collector's edition out for the Hololive anime, and that would be awesome. It's one of those ones where it's like, I don't really want to see it butchered by being badly dubbed. So it's kind of like, yeah. Soros, Piccolo, Usopp was Krillin, Sanji's future. Oh yeah, because they've all used the same ones. Nami's what's it called? Kaname from Full Metal Panic. As soon as I saw when I first saw One Piece dubbed, which I don't, to be honest, I don't watch One Piece dubbed, because I was watching the sub for a long time before the dub even came out, and as soon as I watched the dub, I was just like, I can't stomach this. This is like horrible to me. But yeah, it's just like, that was the first thing I saw. I was just like, oh yeah, Nami is just Kaname from Full Metal Panic. I actually like having that feeling where you can kind of just like recognize people's voices, but like I said, Funimation just uses the same, like, it's like the same like 30 or so voice actors over and over. It's boring. There's a skeleton. Please be the normal place. Oh, this might be a zombie one. I don't know where spawn is, but this is going to be my new base for now. I think it's a normal one. It looks like, it doesn't look like a zombie. Yeah, zombie one. Which is fine. What the hell? Bellamy's rabbits. I'll take your word for it. What the hell? This is a fart. I don't think I've seen this one before. Ow. No, let me sleep. Why is there no beds anywhere? Have I got wood? Right. I have to build stuff. Survive. Nami's surname. I don't know Nami's surname. She was an orphan, wasn't she? So, oi! Got a sword now, so I can kill you. It's probably easy if I just died in this. Do I have anything worth keeping? You know what? I'm gonna. Because I'm never going to find my way back to spawn, so... Actually, I'm going to see if I can... Settings... Show coordinates. Right, I'm going to do this. And stick anything valuable in here. Gold. That's... Raw iron. It's not really valuable, I suppose. Gold pants. Gold apple. Come on, something. Come and kill me. You. That kills us one hit. Mint. Oh, I was miles off. Nami is able to like destroy the entire world just by sheer will. So that's how she managed to destroy Brooke. So I must have went that way. I can't believe I was like 1,000 blocks off the actual place I wanted to be. That must be the village where I've just died then. See if I can go back. Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, it is. That's the swamp I just swam through. Oh, I can't believe I was literally just like on the other side of like where I wanted to be. That's what I love about Minecraft, when you kind of don't know where you're going. You just kind of like, you just wander around for a bit and then you're just like, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing. I think next time, if I do play Minecraft again next time, I think I'll build a house or something. Like so, I've just been getting the layout of the land. I like the first town that we're in. I think the most. I think that's got the most potential, but it'll probably expand all the way back into stuff. I want to try and see if I can get a server at some point. Oops. Ooh. I got gravel. Is this where... This isn't where I died, is it? This is a different one again. Have you heard of the big green double? No, I haven't heard of that, to be honest. Like I say, I don't really go out of my way to look for Dragon Ball Z stuff, because it's like, it's something that I enjoyed when I was young, but then I kind of like, as I went on, I've kind of like lost interest in it. Pretty. I mean, it's not bad or anything. It's just I just don't have any interest in the series. I'm not. I'd say I'll happily read it every now and again on the on Shonen Jump, but I'd say I'll not go back and watch it or anything like that because it's just too long. And this is one of the things I always find weird. It's like I do consider Dragon Ball to be really long when I don't consider One Piece to be long at all, and that's because Dragon Ball, I feel, really drags itself out. Like there's a lot of Dragon Ball that you could easily get rid of. Oh, I know what you mean. I think. No, was it? No, I can't. I don't know if it's the same one. I remember seeing one where it was. Did I read this one? Oh, cool. Right. Well, I saw this from when I was standing at the top of the thing. I need food. Cave. Right. Hey, where's me? I could have sworn I was in a town round here. But this way I died. I'm always getting myself lost. Yep, I watched Outlaw Star a few times. I got on Blu-ray. I enjoy it. It's not. Didn't enjoy it quite as much as I expected to enjoy it, but I did enjoy it nonetheless. Yeah, it was a very enjoyable series. Hey, where on earth have I gone? Right, I'm gonna go around this corner, and if there's nothing there, I'm probably gonna have to head back. Hey, legendary anime Jip fan. I'm assuming you mean Japanese fan. I don't remember like Toonami. Like for us, I think I only remember watching like the usual ones like Dragon Ball, Gundam, Tenchi Muyo. Oh My Goddess manga is outstanding. I've not, you know what it is? I've never actually read Oh My Goddess. It's been one that I've been wanting to read for a long time, but I never actually got into it. Is he angry at me? He's not. He's pretty peaceful. Endermen always give me the chills. Like, as soon as I say an Enderman, I feel like a chill run through my body. That mushroom's thawed out. Oh no, I can't run anymore. That's not going to give him as much food. Head back and we'll call it. Kiara. There. I see the... Did I run past the village? Did I run past that village I've been looking for the last 10 minutes? Or is this a different village? I think this is the village I found, but I kind of didn't do anything with it. Go slow. 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 Jump. 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 Ship. Ship, ship, ship. Ship, ship. Now I'm gonna have to rewatch the video on demand for this so I can find my way back to spawn. Carrots. They'll feed me. Food. Nom 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 nom. Nice. So I want to go that way. Hope this is the right way. If not, I'm gonna have to die again. Yeah, Oh My Goddess is another one. It's like that Love Hina and Tenjo Tenge were. No, I don't think Tenjo. I think Tenjo Tenge might have been a little bit. Ayori Ayoshi was the other one. I think it was. Those were all like the popular ones at that time. By which I mean the popular ecchi titles. Can't remember what else was around. Was it getting dark again? Right, so I think... Oh, that's going to kill us. Yeah, it's getting dark already. That looks like the rear. I think that's where I started off, around there. If not, I'm doomed. Thank you forever. I'll have to try and think of something a little bit different for these streams as well. I know people do like rate shelves and stuff like that, which I don't know if that's kind of what I would do, but I can consider it. So the village I've just been in is the village that I could see from the right of spawn. So I think I just went round in a big circle the entire time. Oh well. Oh. It's dragging me down. That looks cool down there. Oh yeah, there's a sunken ship as well. We'll explore there as well. Maybe someday we'll dredge it back up and have it running. Probably not. Oh. Like glowing blocks. Glowing underground blocks, is that what? Yeah, that's cool. The zombies. No, the villagers. Kill the spoiler. Is there any villagers still alive? I think they've all died. I can hear one. That's fine. Creepers. Oh god, there's zombies. There's people everywhere. Oh, it's Scotland. Oh, die. Oh, that sounds ominous. Oh! Have I got a torch? No. Hello, Apit's been sending. I've not pronounced that right, so I apologise. Got nowhere to sleep. I don't like this town. I've got next thing to do. Next time I play this, I will build a house. There's a small child. It's nearly killed us. There's a witch there, right here. This is my house now. Oh, I nearly die. Thank you forever. Right, so I think what we'll do, we'll take this little forest down, and I think we'll build our house there, and then we can expand this town around the lakes. I'm just keeping an eye on that witch because I thought that witch was going to go kill the villagers. It seems not. Right, well, I want to go and read some manga and read some light novels. I don't know what I'm going to read, but I'm going to read something. So I will see you guys later. Thanks for coming. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go subscribe. There's plenty more manga stuff out there, and you'll always have a good time. Good time, not guaranteed. But yeah, that's it for me. Thanks for coming and thanks again for staying. Like I said, if you like this, subscribe, leave a like, do all those things.